Hello. So here we are again with our context. We do have two little sounds, very simple, that we made before, which is this one and this one within this context. But we still need some sort of direction, environment, in order just not to be laying sounds here, whatever the way it is. It's important, in my perspective, to have a goal, to have an intention, to think on what we want to achieve with a part. It's different when we are picking up like happy accidents. It's great when it happens, happy accidents, but we risk to stay too much around the same loop and the same ideas, and maybe to destroy the whole session because we didn't find anything that would fit our mood or whatever. So I do think it's important to know where we're going, to think it previously, and to move on that direction so that we create a context where we can move around with our ideas. We do have these sounds, and I need them to be somewhere else and not just floating in space. Like this is just kick and bass and this hypnotic sound, which is covering his part. But I will start with a new sound that will give some more environment. The usual instance of serum. I will initiate the patch and I will erase all the harmonic content of this waveform, which is all the harmonic series. I will clear them all. And I will start with some basic additive synthesis, which is to just write down some content. Okay, whatever. We have this waveform here. I'm gonna give it a little more body touch with the envelope, giving it a large attack and a large release. Serum has this easiness that we don't need to go and check outside to know how much a bar is, which is if I double click and I will insert 1 per 1. There you go. Now my attack is 1 bar long. If we want this to be 1 beat long, there you go. So my goal is to have this for 1 bar and the release as well, 1 bar. And now we have something that takes long to come in and takes long to go out when I release the key. I will set this to 3 voices, so it can be spreaded around the stereo field. It's important for me to have 3 voices because whenever we have only pair numbers, 2, 4, 6 voices, etc., the voices will stack up on the sides of the mix. And whenever you turn your mix into mono, well, they might not resolve the same way you were expecting. So I don't have any surprise. I tend to use specifically because of that odd number of voices. Well, sometimes we want the sound just to be on the sides and we can choose just pair numbers. It's on to you. This way I have, with 3 voices and them detuned, I have a more mysterious sound than with just one. can have a little filter here. And it's interesting for this to have movement while the sound is developing, to introduce some change over time. So I'm gonna modulate the warp of this waveform. With an LFO that I will turn into envelope. I will also have this in one bar, assigned to the warp and the filter cutoff to induce some movement. I use the same modulation, so they are working together. Next, we can add a reverb, which will help to put the sound somewhere in a space, in a place that we will relate all this context with it. It's very mysterious. But before the reverb, I might just change the frequency a little bit with a ring shifter. Without the LFO, I want this to be static. Very nice. So in our context, something like this. And I might put some notes here just to try it out. I'm gonna try and have this as a starting thing to introduce the environment where the listener will be sitting. So let's try this way. Okay, I will invert this as it was played. And we have a starting point of some environment, some more mysterious place where our track is. We still have this hypnotic feeling that we don't care so much anymore as soon as we are introduced with. Now I want something in between that can grab the attention on these dead zones where this first sound has dissipated and there's nothing else. Let's make some grubs. I will use pigments. Let's use it granular. So I'll initiate the patch. And we'll set this to sample mode. And I have some imported samples here, like this one is long, has a lots of colors, so yeah, I'm gonna try this. I will set it to granular. We can tweak the density in musical values, so I will set a band pass. And I will set this cutoff into a knob from my keyboard so that I can play. Okay. I will set the release. And now I can play with the machine. Now I will use a stereo delay. Now, for the delay doesn't dissipate so quickly, I will compress. If I use a very short attack, it means that above the threshold, the sound will immediately be compressed. And with a long release, it will take very long to get back to resting position. So I will use a high ratio and we'll set a low threshold so that the sound is maybe all the time being compressed so it doesn't go away, and then I will make up the gain. So, playing with this, we need a room. Room. A random hall, I think, will be nice. Ooh. This way we get the same context as the rest. Let us try. I actually liked what I was playing, and Logic has this incredible function, which is capture recording, which is, if I don't do anything now, and I press this button, the part that I just played will come into the timeline. There you go. And because I assigned the cutoff to a knob in my keyboard, it goes to the timeline through MIDI, just like the notes. So all the modulation I did with the knob is here recorded as well. I like the pattern that was being given here. I think I'm gonna repeat that. But because I'm unsure of what to do here, I will just mute it and duplicate this. Now we are somewhere. And we also have something which is grabbing our attention. We'll see what's happening here. Select, quantize, bring this here, put this here, and now the part cannot just be playing this and then just change. Nope. We need some sort of build-up that will take this part into this part. I will make a very simple thing. Usually people go grab some sample. Let's make a ramping noise. I'm gonna have a pink noise. The idea is to have this noise pulling up underneath the part, just to give us some build-up tension to drop on the next part. So I will again borrow LFO as an envelope and 8 bars. Yeah, why not? And I will have a bandpass filter. $24. Yeah. Okay. This is the idea. Let's see what he's doing. As expected, but we have a gap here. So the build-up needs to stop here because this is where we grab the attention. Whenever we interrupt something, we get the attention, right? So this will help to grab the attention for the stopping, improving the impact of the drop. Okay. We have our level. Let's make also another envelope for our noise level. Okay, in 8 bars, of course. Okay. Now we can refine this a little bit. Yeah, this, I want to take this out. So 269, I will use the second filter of Serum with a notch filter around that frequency. We can see the dip here. This will help us clean a bit, and we can add a little spreading. This helps populate the sides better. Okay, so this dimension is giving it a little something after the note off. So, of course, we can bounce it. And now we have it here. And we can do this and give it a little fade out. This is so little that your ear won't notice, but the machine does.